So, what are bar chords? Well, in simplest terms, bar chords allow you to explore different voicings when it comes to complete chords or full chords aside from the usual open chords that we all know and grew up with, especially in the very beginning when it comes to our guitar learning journey. So pretty much our bar chord requires our index finger usually to create a bar, or pretty much going to be pressing all of the strings in the guitar, usually from either the lower E string down to the high E string, or from the A string down to the high E string. So it kind of like acts as our capo, but instead of a capo, it's our finger. And with these three fingers is where we create pretty much the rest of the chord shape for our bar chords. And speaking of open chords, the chord shapes that we're going to be using as a basis when it comes to creating our bar chords is going to be 4 chords. So 2 of them will be in the major chords and 2 of them will be minor chords. So the major chords will be the A major chord shape that's open, and it's going to be the E major open chord shape. So these two will be our open major chords as basis for our major bar chord shapes, and the rest of them is going to be in the minor chord shapes, which is going to be the A minor chord, it's going to be the E minor chord. So I'll show you what I mean. So when it comes to the open major chord shapes, it's going to be the E major open chord shape. It's going to be like this. Some people would say that when it comes to moving from the E major chord to the F major chord, we're going to be doing something like this. But when it comes to using this exact same chord shape, and with the introduction of the bar chords now this time, just going to be moving it 1 fret down. And instead of using these 3 fingers, I'm going to be using these 3 fingers now this time to create that chord shape. And you guessed it, this is where the capo or the bar finger comes in. And that's going to be your F major chord. Yep, pretty cool. It's going to be just like that. Yep, same thing when it comes to the A major chord shape as well. That's going to be the open version of that chord. To the B flat major chord, it's going to be moving 1 fret down the fretboard. And instead of using these 3 fingers, we're going to be using these 3 fingers now this time. So from these 3 to this 3. It's going to be like so. We're going to be moving it like this. And that's going to be your B flat major chord with a bar chord. Pretty nice, pretty cool. Now some people like it like this. Personally, I like doing it like this. We're kind of making 2 bars. So like 1 full bar for this one right here from the A string down to the high E string, and another bar or a mini bar, in this case with this ring finger like so, from the D string down to the B string like this, creating another version of the B flat major chord shape. It's kind of broken. When it comes to creating bar chords, the closer that you are in this position, the easier that it's gonna be. But if you're going to be starting it off here, it's going to be much more difficult. Well, in my experience anyway. So doing this chord is much harder compared to doing this chord shape, like let's say somewhere right here. So if you want to practice your bar chords, this is like a good resistance, training when it comes to doing bar chords. If you can do all of your bar chords in this fret with the bar, you'll be able to pretty much do all of the bar chords anywhere you go in this fretboard. You know what I mean? So yeah, pretty cool. And that's going to be your bar chords with the open major chord shapes as the foundation of those bar chords. Now the next up of the chord variations is going to be using the open minor chord shapes. Once again, A minor chord is going to be like this. Once again, from the A minor chord to the B flat minor chord, just moving it 1 fret down the fretboard. And instead of using these 3 fingers again, I'm going to be using these 3 fingers now this time. Yep, using those 3 fingers, once again, using our bar chord like so. And this time, just going to be using this bar from the A string down to the high E string. Yep, B flat minor chord. Now the other open minor chord shape is going to be the E minor chord. It's going to be like this. Once again, moving from the E minor chord to the F minor chord, 1 fret down the fretboard. And instead of using these 2 fingers, I'm going to be using these 2 fingers. It's going to be this one right here. Once again, using this finger for the bar. You can also use your middle finger as well to provide some support. It helps adding pressure, creating this chord as well. It's going to be the F minor chord. Yep. So all in all, we have the B flat minor chord, F minor chord, as well as the B flat major chord, as well as the F major chord. Yep, that's all of your bar chords pretty much. If you can do that chord shape, it's just a matter of moving them from one position to another. You know what I mean? Like all of that there, all of that there, even all of this, even all of this, and even all of this. Which brings me to the exercise / practice session for you guys to do at home after you've watched doing this video, or maybe you're doing it now and you just rewinded the video. I don't know. So pretty much we're going to be doing a bar chord walk down at the very end of this fretboard. Let's say 10th fret. So what I want you guys to do is going to be doing all of the chord shapes, starting from the open major chord or open minor chord variations first, just walking them down. And as you do those chords, I'm going to be naming all of those chords, just so that you could get to memorize all of the chords that you're going to need, especially when you're jamming with your friends or something, as well as to have more familiarization when it comes to the fretboards, as well as muscle memory when it comes to doing the actual chords or the actual bar chords. It's going to be like this. So we're going to be doing the major chord versions first. So it's going to be the E major chord, and it's going to be the F major. We're going to be walking it down to the 10th fret. It's going to be like this: F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, and D. Now next up is going to be the A major chord open variation. Now this time, once again, A major. Then that's going to be the B flat major, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, then G. Very nice. Now next up is going to be the minor chord variations of the bar chords. Now once again, starting off with the E minor chord, F minor, F sharp minor, G minor, G sharp minor, A minor, A sharp minor, B minor, C minor. It's going to be the C sharp minor. It's going to be the D minor chord. Yep. And lastly, it's going to be the A minor open chord variation. It's going to be the A minor chord. It's going to be the B flat minor chord, B minor, C minor, C sharp minor, D minor, D sharp minor, E minor, F minor, F sharp minor, and the G minor chord. Then once you've done that, make sure that you do that like, I don't know, 3 times for all of those variations, just so that you get to memorize all of the chords and their positioning in the fretboard as well. And yeah, you'll be on your way to a more higher level when it comes to your guitar learning journey. Pretty cool, pretty nice. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated with future videos. And if you guys would like me to teach anything else, just comment it down below as well, and I'll try to do it for you. And if you guys would like to watch my other guitar lessons or guitar tutorials, I also have a separate video as well when it comes to doing bar chords effectively, as well as some tips in there too. Maybe you need some advice when it comes to like how to do the chords as well, especially this bar chord finger. Please feel free to click these links as well. They're pretty good. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.